Module Overview. This module delves into the depth psychology of the unconscious and how it profoundly influences artistic expression. Building on the theories of Freud, Jung, Lacan, and modern neuroscientific insights, this module presents art not only as a form of conscious intention, but also as a manifestation of repressed desires, archetypal imagery, internal conflicts, and subliminal cognition. The unconscious mind, containing dreams, fears, fantasies, intuitions, and symbols, plays a vital role in the creative process. Through visual metaphors, surreal juxtapositions, and nonverbal communication, art becomes a language that speaks from the depths of the psyche. The process of symbolization and metaphorization transforms internal psychic realities into tangible creative output. We examine the inner workings of the unconscious surface in dreams, myths, rituals, symbols, altered states, and spontaneous imagery, making the artistic process not just a method of creation, but a form of psychological revelation, healing, and self-integration.
Key themes and concepts. 1. Freudian theory and sublimation in art. Freud proposed that artistic creativity arises from repressed libidinal energy, redirected through sublimation. Unresolved childhood trauma and Oedipal conflict can manifest symbolically in creative expression. Art as a compromise formation. The ego-balancing ID impulses with societal norms. Examples: surrealist works, expressionist literature, and sexually charged yet socially acceptable sculpture.
Jungian archetypes and the collective unconscious. Jung introduced the collective unconscious, a transpersonal realm of shared human archetypes and symbols. Key archetypes include the hero, the shadow, the anima, animus, the wise old man, and the trickster. Art as a vehicle of individuation, the process of integrating unconscious contents into consciousness. Mandalas, myths, dream journals, and personal symbology reflect this unconscious imagery. Symbolism and metaphor as unconscious language. Art uses symbolic condensation, where one image contains multiple meanings, e.g., a tree as growth, shelter, knowledge, family. Visual metaphor allows for non-linear, intuitive thinking, bypassing rational logic. The semiotic theory of signs, Saussure, Peirce, helps decode unconscious meanings in artwork. The power of color psychology, line dynamics, spatial arrangement as unconscious communicators. Dreams, nightmares, and creative imagery. Artists often report creative breakthroughs through lucid dreams, hypnagogic states, and spontaneous visions. The REM sleep stage supports associative thinking and problem-solving, vital for creativity. Dream work in psychoanalysis. Mechanisms of condensation, displacement, and secondary revision mirrored in surreal and abstract art. Artistic exploration of dreams, Dali's melting clocks, Frida Kahlo's self-portraits, and David Lynch's surreal cinema. Art therapy and expressive healing. Psychodynamic art therapy taps into unconscious material using free-form drawing, spontaneous painting, and clay modeling. Art becomes a projection surface for inner conflicts, repressed trauma, and healing narratives, used in treating post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, schizophrenia, and anxiety disorders. Carl Jung's active imagination and art making as a tool for dialogue with the unconscious. Neuroscience and the implicit brain. Implicit, unconscious, memory shapes artistic decisions without conscious recall. Brain imaging shows that the default mode network, DMN, active during rest, mind-wandering, and self-reflection is crucial to creativity. Emotional memory, amygdala, and associative networks, temporal lobe, are activated in metaphor creation and artistic improvisation. The right hemisphere dominance in intuitive symbolic processing. Case studies and artistic examples. Frida Kahlo. Paintings reflect bodily trauma, sexual identity, and unconscious pain. Salvador Dali. Dreams and free association in surreal imagery. William Blake. Mystic visions and esoteric symbols. Hieronymus Bosch. Unconscious fears of morality and temptation. Yayoi Kusama. Hallucinatory experiences translated into polka dot symbolism. Jung's Red Book. a masterpiece of active imagination and inner imagery. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to explain how the unconscious mind influences creative thought and artistic behavior. Analyze symbolic language and archetypes in visual, literary, and performance art. Understand key psychoanalytic concepts like repression, sublimation, and individuation. Evaluate the use of dream work and altered states in artistic creation. Recognize the psychological healing potential of accessing unconscious material through art.